let's write our first program. We're going to use ladder logic, and if you remember from the last module, Module 5, we learned how to prepare and start our PLC and get it ready for programming. So you'll want to do that, and if you follow all the steps in Module 5, this is where you should be now. You should have this screen appearing on your computer. We want to make sure that our PLC is in run mode, and we're going to start by turning on one output. This right here is called a network. Siemens calls these networks. Some other PLCs, this would be called a rung. You may hear me say rung. I'll try to use network since this is a Siemens platform. Up on the toolbar here is our normally open contact, normally closed contact, and an output coil. Now notice they're not highlighted, but if I'll click on my network, they highlight. Now I want a normally closed contact. I can click that, and you'll see it will appear on my network. We have to address it. Notice the question marks. If I click on the question marks, a field will open, and Siemens uses I to represent an input, so I'm going to type an I, and I'm going to address this input as 0.0. I'll hit the enter key twice. Remember the 0.0, the first 0 represents the byte, while the second 0 represents the bit. So this would be input byte 0, bit 0. Then I'm going to come back up to the top. I'm going to click my output coil. You'll see that it will appear on my network. I'm going to address it by double-clicking the red question marks, or clicking. You only have to click once to open the field. Now Siemens uses Q to represent their outputs. So this would be Q, and I'm going to address it as 0.0. Hit enter twice. So this would be output byte 0, bit 0. So there's my first basic ladder program. Now every time we either write some new code or either change a program, you must download it to the PLC. Now we'll simply do that by clicking the download icon here. This window is going to open telling you that OB1 already exists, and ask, do we want to override it? And yes. Now if you will come and look, right there are some little glasses. If you click these glasses, you'll notice that the rung here turns green. What this is telling me is that the normally closed contact is like a closed switch, so it's allowing power to pass through it to the output, and the output Q0.0 is turned on.